Welcome back to the show. When you compare Canlis with McDonald's, I guess there's a lot of room in between. But a lot of this has to do with being competitive and also being sustainable. I mean, Canlis, I suppose, could sell everything at McDonald's prices, and they'd be slowly going out of business, but they could do it. And the reality is true across all businesses. You could probably almost get something cheaper, but there's an element of a company remaining sustainable, and a lot of that does come when you start looking at construction, building houses, services of things that, maybe people want to just get the lowest price on, but that doesn't put you in touch with the best company. Paul Valley joins us with Organized Spaces, who prides themselves on providing the highest quality client experience from design through installation, and they can prove that just through their consistent referrals coming from previous clients. Welcome back, Paul. How are you?
Hey again, Ben. Good to see you.
Good to see you. So, you're in a business where a lot of people, you have a highly desirable product. I mean, I've seen your closets, the garages. Everybody would like one. Unfortunately, you're more of the Canlis than maybe the McDonald's, where not everybody can just go and, it's cheaper to just get the rod.
Canlis is a good lofty target to be compared with. Maybe a little down from there, but definitely something that not everybody needs or has us do.
So let's talk a little bit about, how do you guys, being as a top company, being a top company, how do you guys price your service and products to be competitive?
We always want to be perceived as if we are very competitive, and we are, but it's hard because what we do is not the same from job to job to job.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
The competition for us also is pricing things. Sometimes they don't even know it, but they're having a going out of business sale that they don't know about. That they're just too low, so they're kind of buying business. We're trying to create a price that is
we're trying to be in business, really, right? I mean, there's an element of being in business that you have to do.
Yeah, you've got a company that could go out of business. Some of our competitors have recently just gone out of business, and then they have responsibilities to vendors, employees. You have bills to pay. To go out of business is a big deal. It really actually bothered me quite a bit that our industry couldn't sustain some people that had been in business for a while, but they just weren't charging enough money at the volume. So you have to price yourself to get to work, but you also have to do the work tomorrow. You have to be around tomorrow.
So how does that look? I mean, so somebody calls you and they, and I know you mentioned before you came on the show, and again, we're here with Paul Valley, owner of Organized Spaces. There's people who ask you 10, 20, 30 times, is this the best price? Can you go any lower? And, there's an element of, yes, I can, but no, I really can't, because as you said, you're putting yourself out of business.
Yeah, especially the last 4 or 5 years. The news has given people so many stories about, the rates have gone down, the labor's gone down, the material's gone down in price. And if you do work at a low price and a low volume, you can't sustain yourself. You can't be in business. So the prices were competitive for a while, but some people are just so set on that best price, and our formula is the best price the first time. So it's particularly tough on us when we don't have the kind of inflated price that we start to negotiate down, and I'll check with the manager and all that stuff, on and on. We just come out with the first time.
Like you guys don't, not like rugs? Everything's
Right.
50% off all the time?
50% off. We're going out of business sale.
Yeah.
All the discounts. Sign up by Monday. Sign up by Sunday. No tax sale. No insulation sale. All this stuff is free, but it's in there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So do you feel that there's a way to really, I guess, be more effective, be more honest with your customers and your clients and your referral partners by having more standard? You're going to get a great product, you're going to get great service, and you're going to have a fair price.
Yeah, we like to give you a price that is, and the whole buying process, more respectful, meaning that, you don't have to go out, we don't take your car keys and keep you in the room until you make a deal with us. Like buying a car. I've been so angry at times just give me my keys. I want to just start to scream at this whole process. I mean, trying to buy a car.
Mm-hmm.
So we just, given that we hate that process, and most people do, we like to just say, here it is. This is everybody's discounted price. We're already there, but it's at a level that we need to charge to pay our rent, to buy a new van, to put new
Food
tires on a
table.
van. Yeah, you got to have all that stuff too, and you got to pay your people well so you don't have constant turnover. We've got basically everybody we've hired, except for one or two, is still here. So we're an 11-year-old company, but we've got a 10-year-old employee and 7-year-old, 8-year-old. So we like to keep people around, especially if they're good people.
Sure, and that does. I mean, that comes with the integrity of owning a company. It seems like you can't have the turnover.
And we don't want to have turnover if we can avoid it, because good people, you treat your people right, you treat your customers right, you treat your vendors right. It all starts to build and becomes just a good place to work and do business with.
Tell us a little bit about the ability where some people will buy their business first, and then they're kind of trying to make money in the future. It's kind of about just getting in early, I guess.
Yeah, we work with a lot of home builders and remodeling companies, and when we're competing with another vendor, a lot of times we're competing with that other company is basically coming in with a price that they can't offer next time. It's not sustainable. You were using the word sustainable. That's what I mean by sustainable, besides being the whole green thing, but a sustainable price, one that is not just cheap today and then we're going to have to get you back later on, but we're going to sneak it in. We like to just be honest with our clients, especially the ones that call us every month for several years, like some of them have. We have a really good relationship based on being honest with our pricing, and we're not sneaking in an extra $50 or $100 to kind of get you back for that good deal we already had.
The gas prices went higher, tax.
Yeah, it is going higher, but that's just same for same all over.
Sure. So, Paul, again, we're here with Paul Valley, owner of Organized Spaces. So, Paul, let's talk a little bit about, if you're a consumer, what are some of the things you really need to stay away from?
It's so hard. Each industry is different.
I guess things like if you want to work with somebody who's, I guess, is reputable, and you don't want prices just slowly increase on you. You want to make sure the job is going to get done on time. All kind of the things we talked about at the top of the show. Whether it's you want somebody who will reach you, you can talk to, whether it's expectations of accessibility or communication. Who should you be staying away from as a consumer? I mean, you're talking about in your industry, in your business, not necessarily at your company, but in your business, there are people who go out and they buy the business early, or they don't deliver at the end. I mean, what are some tricks that you think people should be avoiding in order to, get what they expect?
In our industry, the companies that live off of referrals. So just because if you don't see someone's advertising all the time, doesn't mean they're not a good company. In fact, if they can be in business for 10, 12 years and you don't see their advertising, that's actually awesome, because they're not out there constantly marketing and remarketing to new customers, because they're getting repeat business. I mean, that's actually a fantastic person to find if you can find someone that's in business and they never advertise. The other thing is, if they're always announcing these huge deals, huge discounts, because and usually you can just tell they don't have good referral business, because they need to find a new customer constantly with these enticements and these offers. So for us, I would look for the companies and a lot of home businesses, home service businesses, the same way. If they've been around 20 years and you never heard of them before, bingo. I mean, that's who you want to have in your house.
Which is so different than maybe the way your average consumer would think about it.
Yeah, because what does marketing materials tell you? That you generally look good in your marketing materials, right? And your website, you're fantastic, you're awesome, and look at the deals they got. But if you're in business for 20 years and you don't have to spend any money on that kind of marketing, because everyone you've done business with says, oh, no, call these guys. That's who you want to have business with. And it's so hard that people will say, yeah, but I never heard of you before.
Well, they must not drive up and down 405.
Well, yeah, exactly.
with the freeway signage. So Paul, you talk about finding those people who maybe aren't advertising, and that's sometimes a tough thing to do because of the way that advertising is presented, right? I mean, whether it's we talked about social media, we talk about online pay-per-click or SEO. I know a lot of people in your industry, whether it's windows or closets or whatever it may be, carpets. I mean, that's all they do is advertise, and they're sending out mailers. And I think of the company, I can't think of the name, but they literally will carpet half your house for free. And they come at Empire Carpet. The ads are like everywhere. It's like, buy now, we'll carpet your entire rest of your house for free if you buy one room. And it's like, it just seems, you're like, that guy's gonna screw me. There's no way they're gonna carpet my little tiny bedroom and then get the rest of the house for free.
Yeah, that seems like a good deal.
Yeah,
maybe too good, but I've never dealt with them before, so I don't really know.
I don't know them either. It just comes to mind. I think they must play during sports a lot because that's the only ads I ever see. We are here with Paul Valley with Organized Spaces. Paul, we just have a couple minutes before we have to go to break. How do you deal personally with somebody who's constantly asking you for a better price or thinking you can go lower?
That's